Welcome, Libra and Libra cross watchers, to your love reading for January 2024. So we have overall energy and then some advice on what to expect. And then in this deck, we're going to look at what each of you is thinking and feeling about the other person, and then actions or intentions towards each other. So we're going to start with Libra's person here, or your person. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And of course, thanks for stopping by my channel. What's Libra's person thinking about them and the relationship? Libra. King of Swords. Okay. It feels like this person, it's almost like they really like you. They know they really like you. And it's like they know that you know, but they're hoping that you don't know how much. Sorry, that might have sounded a little strange. It's almost like the energy of somebody, they're trying to show off for you to appeal to you, but they're trying to make it look like it's supernatural, that they're not actually showing off. You know what I mean? It feels like there's something here that's keeping a really close eye on you. It's almost like this person might have like an assistant. I was hearing like the type of person that almost seems like a little bit of a court jester, and they seem to feel like you're going, that your presence in this person's life has made it that they're slowly going to lose this person to you. They seem to feel like it's almost like they feel you're interfering. They feel you're getting in the way. They know they're going to lose this person to you. But it also has this like inevitable, it is kind of inevitable sort of energy to it. It's like they knew that it was going to happen at one point in time. Hold on. It's almost like, but not you. So how's this person feeling about Libra? Okay, actually, we're going to pull a card on this this other person that it feels like they had a dream that they interpreted in a way that assigned that dream or the consequences of that dream to you. And I feel like it's correct that you're in the dream, but the role they think you're playing is not the role that you are actually playing in that scenario or in that circumstance, right? It's like in their dream, they interpreted your presence there to be the villain, but you're not. It's that type of a thing. It's almost this energy of, I feel like this person, it's interesting because they have this like, oh, they hope that it's not you energy, or like they don't want it to be you that takes this person away from them. But I feel like they also know that you'll make this person really happy. So it's like begrudgingly so, like they're going to keep a close eye on you. Listen, it obviously won't be this situation for everyone, but it's this type of energy. It's like, let's say this King of Swords person, your person is really wealthy, and this is their child, and their child thinks that you're only with the King of Swords for their money, and it's like they're starting to see that you're not, so they're gonna kind of back off a little bit, but not entirely. They're still gonna keep an eye on it. You know what I mean? It's almost like they don't, not that they would want the King of Swords to be hurt if you were using them, which there's nothing to indicate here that you are, or that even they think you are. They're just, that may have been the case in the past with other people. And I feel like this, it's almost like this King of Swords to a certain extent doesn't mind that, because that's how they put their best foot forward sometimes. But this this owl or their child or whatever that person is in their life, they're not okay with it. They see it very differently. So how does this person feel? Whoops. How do they feel about Libra? Something feels hard. So we have the Seven of Cups reversed. 1 second here. So the Seven of Cups upright talks about like having all of these choices, and it can feel like you're standing there and you have to choose one, but they're all really good. It's like you're watching, this is probably going to age me, but you're watching The Price is Right, and you're being offered to, I can't even remember what they were called, but there's 2 packages on offer and they both have a car. It's that type of a thing. But I feel like your person here, it feels like they kind of have their heart set on you. It feels like, it's almost like, I was hearing something about it doesn't like how long it takes or something. Hold on. It feels like the type of energy that it doesn't really matter how long it takes. Once they have their heart set on something, that's where their heart is. It's almost like, sorry about your luck there. It feels like this approach has worked for them before. And I feel like they kind of have every intention of doing that again. It doesn't feel like this person has any other options, or it feels like the type of person that, hold on for a second. There just seems to be a little bit of a, we're just going to pull a couple cards on that. Can we get a card on this Seven of Cups, please? Okay. So we have the King of Swords and the Eight of Wands. It's almost the energy of the tarot saying to me, like, I said what I said. Like, okay. Excuse me. I feel like this is the type of person that they seem to be on the surface level. They seem to be someone that nobody knows everything about. It's not even that they seem particularly closed off. It just feels like they seem like the type of person that there's a lot more to their personality than you may realize, right? It's the type of person where they may like dress and act kind of like, a hippie sort of energy. But then you come to find out that like at one point in time, they, worked for highly secretive government agencies or something like that, right? It just feels like this person, I mean, obviously that isn't going to be the case for everyone, but it's that type of energy that they give off, right? It feels like there's more to them. And I feel like that it has to do with how this person carries themselves. It feels like this person at times, they're not really a talker. It feels more that like it's more like instead of talking, they want to show you things. I'm seeing, this obviously won't be for everyone, but I'm seeing the 2 of you out on a boat, and it's like they would rather like drive the boat and show you around and show you, all of the greenery or whatever you want to call it, the forest and that sort of thing. They would rather show you those things as a way of showing you how they care about you or how they feel about you, rather than being really descriptive, like actually saying it. So what is this person's actions or intentions? What are their actions or intentions for Libra for January 2024. Whoops. Actions or intentions. Okay. So we have the Emperor, Knight of Swords, Star, and the Lovers. I'm just going to hold them here for a second. Okay. It kind of feels like this person, I think it's kind of like this. If it takes this person a while to act, or it feels like they're dragging their feet, it actually feels like they may be someone that when things get kind of messed up, or, the whole it's like if there's a hole punctured in the boat and it starts to sink, they're the first one to jump ship. And I feel like they know that about themselves. There's something here that it's like, if this might sound strange, it feels like if that's how this person has conducted themselves in the past, it feels like they haven't actually done it for a while, but there's something about the connection with you that it's like they kind of get so excited about it that it's like they almost need to, like, they need to remind themselves that, like, they can just cut and run if they have to, because it feels like it's one of those, your heart skips a beat sort of thing. We do have the Aquarius card there. It just kind of feels like, I feel like they're, okay. I feel like they're going to hold back. I'm not sure they're going to move right away. I feel like this person, it's almost like they're not going to move towards you until they know that cut and run energy is not going to be a problem. And it's almost like they wait for so long that if someone else kind of stepped in, it's almost like they wouldn't even be surprised. It's like, yeah, of course that would happen. I knew that would happen. I took so long. And it's almost like it's easier for them to have someone come in and kind of take the decision away from them. Oops. So what's Libra thinking about all this? We have the Six of Pentacles. I'm here for some of you. You may be like none the wiser. I feel like you are. I feel like you know that this person is watching you, and I feel like it does. There's something about their attention and their focus that makes you feel like you're kind of the star of the show in a really, really good way, right? That it's very flattering that someone like this person is demonstrating that type of interest in you. So maybe they have like a high social standing or something like that. And it's not, that everyone's falling into the social, negativity, so on and so forth. It just feels like it's almost the energetics of this type of person. Hold on for a second. It feels like it does feel like it's someone that you are interested in. It feels like someone, I mean, that's going to be obvious if you're already in a relationship with them, right? But it feels like this is someone that it seems to kind of ignite that energy in you as well. That same type of, it's almost like that puppy love. When your heart skips a beat or your heart starts pounding when they come around, it's that type of an energy. It feels like, that's just me dropping cards because I'm not holding the deck properly. It feels like the type of energy where you may be feeling that way internally, but it doesn't really feel like you're showing that that's how you're feeling. You're showing that you're nervous. have the High Priestess here. Oh, you feel really drawn to this person. It's kind of nice because it looks like your head and your heart are kind of on the same page. Which, like, I kind of want to do the, oh, right? How often does that happen? I mean, maybe that's just me, but it feels like you're in an energy where it's a little bit confusing for me as a reader. I'm not going to lie, because this person, it's like they're waiting to know that they're going to be a certain type of way before they come towards you. And I feel like you're over here. You may feel so strongly that this person wants to come towards you that it's just not really something that you're overly concerned about, right? You're not, if you know something is coming or that someone else is going to take care of something, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to sit there and put a whole bunch of manifesting energy into that, right? Because someone else is taking care of it. And it feels like it's that type of a thing. Hold on, we're going to get some clarifiers here. Oops, on the Six of Pentacles. That's right. Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands upright again. With the, oh, that's twice. Oh, wow. Sorry, not twice that we've, so Ten of Wands and then King of Swords from the different decks. That's all. Anyway. I feel like at sometimes it feels like this person is so like laser focused on you, and other times it feels like they're completely ignoring you. And I feel like it's almost like you might even feel when their energy is pulled back. You feel when their energy is like all coming your way. But when this person's attention is elsewhere, and it's like, and normally you would feel that type of energy on you and it's not there, I feel like it's noticeable for you. Excuse me. So what are Libra's actions or intentions? We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So, it looks like the Nine of Pentacles, that's that, that's the single independent person that has absolutely everything that they need. I feel like you're just going to continue to be your gorgeous Libra self, right? And I feel like that's, excuse me, that's because of that energy that feels so strong from them that it's almost like it would be inevitable that this person would come towards you. I'm just not so sure. It's almost like they rather enjoy just watching you rather than approaching you. Sorry, I just dropped a small card down, so I'm going to have to push my chair back to get it. Yeah, you're not worried about it at all. And I feel like because, number one, you feel like this Nine of Pentacles energy authentically, it kind of feels like all of the work that you've done on yourself to kind of solidify your position and feel really good about yourself and feel confident. It feels like you've done so much work on yourself that you actually feel this way. It's not an act. It's not like you're putting it on. And I feel like because you genuinely feel like you have what you need. Sorry, I can hear someone moving around. And there's no one else in my house but me. Oh, I hate that this house creaks sometimes. It really creeps me out. Just going to double check. Okay. So it feels like regardless of what this person does, you look good and you feel good. And I feel for some of you in the past, you may have still felt this way, but this kind of weird whatever's going on with this person with, their energy's big, but they're not doing anything, that sort of thing. it didn't take you down completely, but it was present, right? So it's like you would feel really good, but then you would feel this kind of a little bit of a pull down. That's not happening this time. And it's not a matter of, that you're not interested in this person because the cards said that you were. It feels more that it just kind of isn't going to affect you either way, whether they come in or not. It's not going to affect your level of happiness and contentment within yourself. Period. So the advice here, we have the Six of Pentacles. Oh, again! And the Justice card. So 1 second here. I'm not going to hold the cards up because they're a little bit graphic. And I have actually had when I used that deck a lot before, I got a couple of emails that, they were a bit much for people. So that's why I'm not holding them up. Anyway, the Six of Pentacles in this deck specifically talks about someone that they've been waiting for something for a long time. And it's finally coming back around, but they're in an energy where it's like they haven't stopped waiting, but they don't expect it to come anymore. And it kind of feels like if that has been your energy, obviously you have pushed through that because you've done work on yourself. It's almost like, hold on for a second here. For some of you, okay, maybe just a few of you, it could be that this is someone that you had a relationship with like years ago. Let's say, for example, the two of you were together in like high school or college or something. And now as, fully grown adults, there's something that's like kind of reignited between the two of you. It's that type of obviously it won't be that for everyone, but it's that type of an energy. And I feel like this has kind of been, I'm just going to cover that up so that nobody complains. There we go. It feels like this has been your kind of evolution, right? That this is how you may have felt in the past if someone was jerking your chain, which interesting, they're not actually jerking your chain. It's their energy that's doing it, right? So they're not actually taking any actions. I feel like this might be the kind of person that it's like things tend to go their way. I feel like they're not aware of how big their energy is, how big of a presence they have, and how strong it is when they focus on people. It's almost like somebody that they seem to, it's like their presence is huge. I'm hearing something about like Egypt. I don't know what that is. But I feel like they know they have an effect on people. They know they have an impact on people because they can see it, but it's like they may not realize that their energy, it's like, let's say the average person, I'm just looking for something. Okay. The average person's energy, oh, you can't see that there, would kind of be like this, right? Kind of vibrating. Whereas this person's energy, it's like this. And it's like, poof, poof. And when it's focused towards someone, I feel like it's strong enough to, like you can feel it when it hits you. You know what I mean? It doesn't kind of creep up on you, soft and gentle, like, it's a really powerful energy, and it feels to a certain extent that they are able to control it by maintaining control of themselves, not necessarily because they are actively or consciously kind of channeling that energy. So I feel like the advice here, honestly, it feels like you've moved from the Six of Pentacles into literally your card, right? The Justice card. I feel like this is karma for somebody. It doesn't feel like it's negative karma for you or necessarily that it's negative for this person. hold on for a sec. It feels more that it's like going back to that same, if you knew this person before, they seem to be really impressed with who you've turned out to be. Not that they thought that you couldn't be this or you couldn't be that. It's just like they're kind of in awe of it, really. So, what to expect? We have the Eight of Cups. So here's the thing. The Eight of Cups in this deck specifically doesn't talk about walking away from something that's not meant for you. Actually, I think that card is okay. It actually talks about the energy of somebody that it's like this person here is pursuing this one, but the person that's being pursued is kind of like, no, I don't think so. It's like there's something that's very unappealing about the pursuer, but it's like, but if the pursuee allowed themselves to see the pursuer person as a whole and complete person rather than kind of how they're acting right now, it feels like there would be a lot more to that person. Hold on for a sec. I think we're going to pull one more card. Can we get one more card on that Eight of Cups for Libra for what they're going to, or what they can expect? So that card came out. I'm just going to make sure the deck is upright. It is upright. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords reversed, which usually talks about kind of getting away from choppy waters, if you will. Here's the thing. I feel like the reason your person has not approached you, like, yes, it's the other things that the cards are talking about, but it feels that this person actually may have, like, obviously they're confident, but I feel like they're confident with a lot of external boosts, right? So for example, let's say this person, works out a lot and maybe they're wealthy and they, they dress really nice and all these. So it's all of these external things that represent them to the world. But it feels like there still is this, it's like the reason they need to feel like they can cut and run when they're thinking about you, you make them feel, it's like you send them back to that insecure place. I feel like to a certain extent, it's almost like they may have piled so many things on top of that insecurity that it's been buried and it hasn't come to light. But there's something about going back to that energy where like they get really excited to see you and they're, their heart starts pounding, like that sort of thing, because you seem to ignite that in them. I feel like it also seems to bring up this last little bit of insecurity. I'm going to be honest. I feel like your person has actually worked pretty hard to get that out. It just feels like there's this last little bit that seems to have some sort of root in when they were young. So, what to expect? I feel like this person, it doesn't really feel like they're going to be coming towards you just yet. You know that they're looking at you for sure. It just feels like they kind of have to work through some insecurity here before they approach. So that's it for today, Libra. I loved this reading. Thank you so much for letting me do it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.